All right, welcome back, everyone. It's time to resume where I left off on my last video. I'm gonna jump right into the swing trader because the swing trader was on my last video warning that we were gonna see a drop. However, Bitcoin decided to push up, so I want to analyze what happened here using the indicator setup that I have, just so people can understand how this indicator setup works. So this indicator, let me put notes around here, which was the 16th of October-ish, maybe the 15th-ish, was signaling a sell signal. And I think that was the last time I posted a video, I believe, around this time, and give or take. But you see the price kept pushing a little higher and the indicator kept running all the way out here. So the indicator works because it was giving me a sell signal and I was telling everyone the stage is set. But even with that, Bitcoin managed to squeeze out just a little bit more, but it's out of gas because you can see here on the right side, the momentum has stalled out. And even though the price action would suggest right now that we should see a potential bounce, the momentum is saying the price is going to continue dropping a lot more. Which to me, it makes perfect sense because we're approaching the election. And now, one thing I did say, I've been saying in all my videos, the tunnel. Oh, one more thing before I forget. I did record a video yesterday and the day before yesterday, and both times, fucking TradingView blocked the upload, so I stopped. But I noticed it happens as soon as I go at the 35th minute, so I'm gonna just cut off the video no matter what I'm saying or doing at the 30-minute mark. It's just fucking annoying that TradingView won't allow me to go further. Anyways, as I was saying, the tunnel. I mentioned that the longer this tunnel goes, the worse it's going to be once the price decides to move because the direction it takes might be really bad. And so far, the tunnel is still going. So that said, this indicator, as I've said, has not failed us. Well, has not failed me. But the one thing I will admit that this indicator, I still need some more tweaking and fine tuning. Notice when I was talking about this, and I said we were going to drop, and I said on my videos it would be on October 8th or the 9th. It actually fucking happened on the 10th. So I was 1 day, 24 hours off using this, but it was pretty damn close. Using this indicator setup, I was at a sell signal on October 15 and 16, but this bitch still pushed higher all the way into October 20th. So I was off by 5 days here. Now you're saying, well, we haven't really crashed. No, but this indicator would suggest that we're still at the top. And if you see the green line right there, the closer it gets to the blue, it means an acceleration to the downside. And on this side, you can see, as I've been saying, the momentum. So let me, if I can get your attention on this side really quick. Right here, let me mark it right here, or fuck, let me use a highlighter. Yeah, right here. You see we have the red, the green, and the blue crossing or touching. That is this area right here on this side. When I see that, that means a strong fucking correction is coming. So one way to project how this indicator is going to work is, let me do it right here, and then just follow along, people. We're going to see if we can replicate this into the future and see if we get this, which is what I think is going to happen. I'm going to throw this one out here like that. Okay. And I'm going to change the color. I'm really just trying to make it as stupid and idiot proof as I can. Okay. And let's say this blue line continues and it does this. So let's change that one to blue. And let me move it, disconnect it so you guys don't think I'm actually right there. So that's what I'm projecting. And let's say the red one. Let's just say we have a bounce. And then if we have a bounce, I think what we're looking at here is a potential scary moment coming up towards the end of the month. Um, what that would mean is starting November into November 5th, right here. Yeah, exactly. November into the 6th almost. I want to say, and I'm projecting this out right now in front of everyone because I don't want people to say, "Oh, he fucking no." No, I've done it in other times. I've projected future moves and I fucking nailed them. So right now I'm making a projection based on this indicator. I have a potential target out here. Let me change the color. Oh no, that should be the highlighter. Somewhere out here towards the end of the month, that price action is going to push up. So yeah, we should see Bitcoin try another upward push, but I think it's going to suck or fail. And the second we get into this area, end of the month, again going into the election, this indicator, if my projections that I'm drawing are to be correct, um, between the first and all the way to the 5th, I do completely expect a lot of people to liquidate their crypto positions because fear of who's going to win the presidency of the United States. So let me be clear. I just drew out the projections and I'm using the previous one as a historical reference. So what I see here, according to the chat GPTs, that we're still at a topping phase. So the price action could come back, but I think we are now less than 10 days away before real fucking chaos in the crypto market occurs. It just doesn't add up to me that we're not going to get the red line up here, the blue line somewhere up here, and the green line somewhere here crossing towards the top of this. And then we begin I don't want to say a collapse, but a strong fucking descent. Now you're probably thinking, bro, but the price still went up. Yeah, the indicator was telling me. Let me go back to the setup. The indicator was telling me around this area to sell, right? But notice again, look at this. Look at the blue line here and the green line and then the red line. This specific point, September 28th. If I had to zoom in, let me see, right? Let me minimize that. Right here, and let me put a line right here. September 28th, 2024, right there was when the indicator set up. In fact, let me see what this one says. Oh, fuck, look at that. Even this one over here. So this one was Friday, September 27. This one was Saturday, September 28. So within both of these indicators right here, just looking at this date right here, okay, right here, you can see a powerful signal right here when all three touch at the top. And then you have the ChatGPT indicator at the top as well. When you have that, which is what I think is going to happen here, it signals a destructive correction coming, like what we witness here, where the price went from. Let me take the ruler. Went from right about here to right about here. It's 11% drop. Not too bad. Not too bad. The problem with the current price is it's happening inside of the tunnel, closer to the top of the tunnel, which means if we were to do that shit again, we'd be breaking from here into here, which could take us all the way to 50K. Now that would make people uh, regret um, a lot of things. So, anyways, I'm just putting it out there. Let me reset this thing to the way I had it. Yeah. Um, I don't want to spend too much time, but this one I needed to cover because what this says right now, yeah, the bulls might get one more push up, but this indicator setup is basically saying you're topping, you're gonna stall out, and this time you're gonna stall out towards the end of the month, like around the 27th to the 31st, next week basically. And this is basically saying when it stalls out, it's going to stall out quite significantly. and the correction is going to be very strong. Now, for those of you that are like, "Oh, this guy's bearish," yeah, a lot of bulls are out there, but I've not wavered. I haven't even bought Bitcoin. I've told you guys, I don't. I wait until I get the signals. Okay, 10 minutes blown away on this chart. Let's move on. Okay, so on this one, you can see we haven't broken above the white line, and I told you we need confirmation. We pierced it. We're well below the line, so nothing new here. In fact, the only thing that's bothering me is that we're close to hitting another red dot. And every red dot, if you see the charts, let's say this red dot right here was right here at the 3 wave. So this was this, which means we got a red dot signaled a top. Look where we're at. We're getting close to signaling a top. So even if we were to break and rally, this would say we're gonna crash hard. Okay. So don't kid yourself. And again, the MACD didn't necessarily stall out. It flattened out, but don't kid yourself. It's still in a downward trajectory. This is on the monthly. Okay. Okay. Let me close out here. The MACD charts. Let me go into a smaller time frame so I can see the MACD. Okay, so there we go. The MACD on a smaller time frame. The daily is about to cross down. We're getting signals it's going to cross. So I would say in the next 24 hours. If that happens, we should see the price drop a little further. And yeah. Whoops. I'm going to move this to monthly. Well, we have this downward signal, but it's still, let me put it back. I think I had it on the weekly. Yeah, I think I had this one on the weekly, so let me close it out. Okay, this one is still between neutral and sell, so it hasn't changed. So this one, no new real updates here. On this one, same. We're still in a 2-week death cross on the MACD, so it's still downward push. We're at 66,999. Nothing new. This one I did cover in my last video, and I said we need to, let me see the time, 12 minutes, okay. This one I did cover, and I said we want to break above the green line. And look, again, we pierced it, but we're not above. In fact, we dropped significant that we're back in this line. So did this invalidate the rising wedge? Yeah. In my rules, it did because it breached it, but it did have a few candles above it. So that wedge is now gone. So now let me see what other patterns we got. I'm literally doing this on the fly, people. Whoops. Oh, okay. So this is perfect. Okay. Maybe. So this again, if we use the let me zoom in real fucking close here. I get these lines exactly where I want them intersecting. Okay. So this is saying, and this is the way I use this chart system, that October 29, where the lines intersect, and that's usually how I've done these. And if you don't believe me, I just did it in front of you. Watch the line right here. Rising wedge intersected, price direction changed. Theoretically, we shouldn't go any higher because of the green line. We should begin to break down even further. And then same. In fact, let me draw another line. We intersect it right here. And look, as soon as we intersect, price drop like a motherfucker. So the rising wedges, and in fact, this one I put it here. Falling wedges intersect, price drops. So rising wedges, where the line intersects, that's where the price is going to resume the upward push. Remember that. A rising wedge tells you the future date of when the price should rise, with the exception of this right here, where they intersected, price continued down. So all you need to know for this this is not an indicator. This is a visual thing. I have another intersection right here. So this tells me, again, October 29 going into November 1st, shit is going to get very, very serious. So yeah, I just did that in front of you all. So there you go. You just got a future projection right there in front of you. Just like all these right here that seem to just pan out, you just got a future projection. November 1st, or actually end of October, which is the 30th and 31st. So we'll see. But so far, the price is under the green line. We haven't broken above, so nothing new here. 15 minutes. Okay, I got 15 minutes left. All right, so this one again, let me see if I can get close. We pierced it, but you see the prices again underneath that line. So same shit as I've said before. Nothing new under the sun. Indicators again, topped, ready to turn topped, and then starting to turn. So really, this ain't looking good. So close it and get out of that. This one, same. We're in the topping phase, topping. Yeah, it's all topping. So yeah, nothing new except again the election, the trick of the century. We need to wait for the election. Indicators here again have not changed. The longer term trend from the Kendall report, the medium column towards the bottom, both have a strong downside, both of them. And these are very, to me, probably the only two indicators worth watching on this setup. So they both signal more downside, stronger. Now this one, I've talked about it at length in my previous videos, but unfortunately fucking TradingView sons of bitches didn't let me upload my videos. So I was like, okay, I'll keep it under 30 minutes. When I did this, I told everyone I do not think this is a bull flag, even though so many YouTubers were claiming this is a bull flag. No, the way I was taught, and I was taught by a professional trader, is you have to take all the touching points into consideration, all of them. You can't just pick and choose. Like some fucking YouTubers were saying this. Literally, I'm not making this shit up. They were saying this. Oh, dude, it's a bull flag. It's just it breached it, and it breached it here. I'm like, no, bro. Rules state you got to take every line. So this is not a bull flag. I've said it. This looks like the jaws of death pattern, and jaws of death pattern is much more bearish than you think. So, anyways, we got the death cross here on the MACD. We see price beginning to correct right there. All these indicators are signaling down prices are coming. The ChatGPT indicator is agreeing that we have more prices coming. So the election is right around the corner. We have the support line. So if we were to drop, really the strongest support is 57, and that's based on these two lines here. That's 57,000. We break below 57. I honestly don't know what would happen in this area, and I don't want it. I honestly do not want this to go all the way to 42. But it is a possibility because I consider this a jaws of death pattern. If you don't know what that is, Google it and figure shit out. This indicator setup again, scary accurate. How it predicted that price should stay within the green and red marks. Notice next month. Next month is projecting the low point to arrive at 52. And what did I just say on the last chart? I said that 50 would be the potential re-entry. This one is saying 52. So go figure. But then look, we get a potential upside move, then a blow off top, middle of next year before a I don't know what to call this crash or a collapse almost. I don't know. But anyways, that's essentially what this is. So. The same with this one. Let me see if I can zoom in right here. We're under the red line, so we haven't confirmed jack shit. So no. And the election is coming up. So again, nothing new here, nothing to worry about. I expect the price to drop going into the election because it only makes sense. A lot of people are going to want to, quote unquote, sit on the sidelines. So I do expect the first week of November, basically November 1st, going into November 5th, which is the election, to be extremely chaotic. I want you to all remember I've said this because a lot of professional traders and hedge funds, I'm not talking retail, I'm talking the professional people. They might want to liquidate their positions and just be on cash and wait until after the election to re-enter. It's just something to keep in mind. And this is again based on these indicators. Let's say like this blue one right here, I'm just gonna draw a line at, and I would say from here I can see this. Whoa, there you go. From here I can see this going like, what the fuck? I can't draw. Oh, I sorry. Ah, okay. Okay. So from there I can see this going like this. Yeah, something like that. And let me see if I can change the line to blue. Move it a little bit, separate it. So if I was a gambling man, I would say, you see, it's topping and topping until the end of October, but then going first week into November, which is November 1st, I can see that fucking line collapsing. I can just see it because it's happened before right here on the last point, September 28th, which is again, end of the month. And looks like we're approaching that kind of scenario again. So, yeah, I'm not worried here. Uh, Nothing new here. So let's close this out. The dollar keeps rallying. This bitch has got steam, but again, it's gonna hit a ceiling soon. So just be on the lookout. If the dollar breaks above this pattern, this is gonna play out, and if this plays out on the right side, stocks, gold, silver, crypto are all gonna go down. Anyways, yeah, see right here, this indicator says there's a bounce. So there will be some sort of, I don't want to call it relief rally, but it'll be a bounce. But ultimately, on a bigger trend, this looks more bearish because of this indicator that the blue line, the momentum has stalled out and it's going to want to swing down. And funny, it might start swinging down as we get closer to November. So I go back to my point, November 1st all the way to November 5th, the election night. Expect this shit to get crazy. So we're less than 10 days away, people. Like literally, that was yeah, we're literally 10 days away from October being done and November starting. Once November starts, this is gonna get um catastrophically difficult to chart. Um if you're not following, I guess, the right YouTubers or doing your own homework or whatever, but I'll give you one hint of this indicator setup. We do not want to go beneath 62,626, and here's why. Beneath the yellow line, it's always been a bearish downtrend. You can see right here. Let me, yeah, so I can zoom in. Look at the yellow line. Beneath the yellow line, bear, 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 drop, 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 drop. Above the yellow line, bull, 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 drop, bear, 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 bear. Go above the yellow, bull, bull, bull. So basically, when you have a breakout above the yellow line, that's the one time that I will say go all in, balls deep, because you're having confirmation of a real breakout. What's happening right now, we broke out of it, but it's coming quickly right back down. So if we go beneath 62,626, remember that 62,626. According to this indicator, if we go beneath that, it'll be bear, 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 bear. So we'll see. Okay, I'm getting tired, but 5 minutes. I gotta cut the shit at 30. On the monthly, we still have a sell signal. Again, very, very bearish to see on the monthly sell signal. I'm not gonna say much on this chart. It's just this continues to stay on a sell. That's not good. Good. I'll close out with Renko. The unemotional setup. Overbought, topping, overbought, 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 overbought. So one, two, three, four, five indicators out of six are saying this is overbought and ready to turn down. On this side, we see a little red brick. So this is beginning to turn. So Renko says we're topping and we're getting ready for, we're getting ready for a strong correction. I know people right now are still ultra uber bullish. The one thing I will give you as a bull, according to this price action, the red line right here, we might see a push up. So there might be another push up, but ultimately the momentum has stalled or it's at the top and the green one is there. So I would say by October 25, which is this Friday, this rally or whatever it is will be at its final stages. I'm not kidding, people. I mean it when I say it's going to be at its final stages. And I'm just going by indicators. I'm not going by the news. I'm not going by events. I'm not going by any of that shit. But that's what these charts are telling me. And knowing that the ChatGPT indicator was right, I just need to fine tune this to give me more. For example, it was telling me to sell, and I showed it in my list around here, but fucking price kept rallying, but the signal remained on. And so yeah. So what I'm gonna do, since I have a few minutes left, I'm actually going to take this system through a bunch of cryptos, just quickly see what it says for other cryptos. I got a few minutes before I hit the 30-minute mark. So let's see. No clear signal. This right here for DYDX, it's a strong sell. This one, again, you see all them topping. MACD's crossing down. This is crossing beneath. Yeah, so no. Engine, let's see. No, engine still might have a little bit of room up. In fact, it might have a golden cross, so engine might run up, but not likely. There's no signal for whatever fetch for Gala. No signal. No signal. No signal. Ada. What the fuck? No signal either. Algorand. No signal. What is this? API 3. No signal. Well, actually, no. We do have a strong cell signal here. But yeah. Atom or Cosmos. This one, no, no signal. No signal. AVAX. No signal. We have a cell signal, a strong cell signal on AXS. I don't know what the fuck. All right, I got 2 minutes. I'm gonna close out in a minute, people. I just don't want TradingView to block this video again for the third fucking time. Let me see Digibyte. No signal. Doge. Doge is on a sale. Fuck that. Look at this bitch. Oh my god. Doge is on a strong fucking sell. And look, the blue line stalled and the green line, just like fucking Bitcoin. So this says a potential bounce, but oh my god. This is saying Doge is gonna dump hard. So I'm not gonna move. Ethereum. Fuck. Ethereum is also looking like topping. Shit. Filecoin. No signal. What the fuck, the graph, no signal. ICMP. Okay, I got 1 minute. I'm about to cut the video because I don't want what happened the last 2 nights to repeat. I swear. Fucking TradingView wouldn't let me upload. No signal. Damn, no signal on a lot of these coins because they're already in a retracement. I'm rushing now. Oh, wait. Polymath is on a strong sell signal and it's getting ready to top. Oh, fuck that. Okay. All right, fuck it. I got 30 seconds. I don't want to mess this up. So let me go back to my Bitcoin and then leave it there. Yeah, so we have a potential bounce, but ultimately I am going to stick by my guns because of what I saw here and historically happened on September 28th. I expect that to happen again. Anyways, I got 10 seconds, people. Good luck.